Y'all know what time it is. What up, people? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Let's go. Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Hey.
Come on in, everybody. Why? Why? Because it's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Let's go. What up, what up, what up, and welcome to another episode of the iBall Radio Live Call-In Show. I'm your host, Derek Williams, also known as D-Will, the coach, and I'm in the building with my guy, producer extraordinaire on the ones and twos, Breezy in the building. What up, Breeze?
Yo, what's good, my peeps?
Yes, sir. Another day, another dollar inside the iBall Radio Studios here live in Montgomery, Alabama. And oh boy, big drop today. Breezy hit the horn. Big drop today. Big drop today. The iBall Radio 2026 lottery rankings dropped on today. Top 14 players, according to iBall Radio in the state of Alabama, came out today, man. We got a lot to talk about. I'm pretty sure that y'all got a lot to talk about. What up to the chat, man? Everybody in the chat, what's going on, man? I know it's a lot y'all got to talk about. So phone lines are wide open, man. 334-209-5222. Call in and tell us how wrong we were. Call and tell us how wrong our rankings are. But I think we pretty accurate.
Yeah, and it's episode 100.
And hit the horns, Breezy. That's right, man. You are tuned in right now to episode 100 of the iBall Radio Live Call-In Show. That's right, man. We are 100 episodes deep of sitting in front of this camera and talking to y'all twice a week. Twice a week, man. So salute to y'all for tapping in with us, man. Staying locked in. Man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to all the followers and the listeners of the iBall Radio Live Call-In Show, the iBall Radio Podcast, and all things iBall Radio throughout the state of Alabama, man. Salute to you all, man.
Thank you.
It's been a journey, man. We're 100 episodes deep, man. So we probably, I don't even know how many episodes we deep overall, right? I think we're 280 or something. Breezy sent it to me through the what you call it, but I think it's like 280 or something, almost 300. It's up there, man. But shout out, man. Shout out to all y'all. Khalil O'Neal, Khalil Luster in the building. What up, though? The Portal Scoop in the building. What up, though? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm just going to tell you like this, Breezy. 100 episodes in. Yeah. And, man, we've talked about so much on this platform, man. And how fitting is it? How fitting is it that episode 100 drops on the day that we drop our 2026 iBall Radio Lottery rankings, man.
That wasn't even playing.
Yeah, that was not playing, man. That was
like that.
That was not a thing, man. That was not a thing. But salute to y'all for tapping in with us each and every week, man. Almost 500,000 viewers each and every month, man. Salute to you all, man. I don't know how many million we are overall, Breezy. That would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be a nice number to know.
That would be a nice number to know, man.
Attention is a new payment. Or a new currency.
Attention is the new currency, right? Hey, because Breezy, hit the horn for yourself.
Hey, I had some help with that, though.
I already know, but that thing fire. But yeah, man, attention is a new currency, man. So, but our thing is currency is still currency. So CTC us.
For sure.
Hey, cut the check, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, salute to all of y'all, man. A lot of things on the horizon, man. Yes, we are going to jump into the rankings here shortly, man, and break those down, go through it, man. But make sure you go to iBallRadio.com right now. Go to iBallRadio.com. The rankings breakdown article is up, right? And as of today, Breezy, we did something new with the rankings that we dropped today. We introduced our star rating system.
We did.
And man, we got the 5 stars and the 4 stars ranked on our rankings right now, man. So if you haven't went and checked that out, it's iBall Radio across all social media platforms, little IBALL Radio. Make sure you go subscribe to our YouTube page, the iBall Radio YouTube page, man. Just type in little IBALL Radio. Go hit the subscribe button. Go subscribe to our YouTube page, man. We drop daily content. Thank you in advance, man. We drop daily content on there each and every day. So make sure you type in. Man. Yeah, man. Like I say, we don't do it to talk to ourselves.
I ain't even got no kids.
Yeah, me either. You're looking at 2 kidless dudes sitting up here, right? Right. So y'all are ours, man. That's why we call y'all nephew, man. Straight like that. But yeah, man. So go to iBallRadio.com right now, man. The rankings breakdown article is up. Go check that out, man. Go read the write-ups that we got on all 14 players that we ranked inside the iBall Radio lottery rankings. The first round, second round will drop soon, tomorrow. 15 through 100. That's right, man. The top 100 will drop on tomorrow. That's first round, second round, and the watch list, man. All top 100 will drop tomorrow, man. So if your name is in this 100, man, you will get your star rating. If you're number 101 through, I don't even know how many numbers I got, bro. We're thinking about it. We've been in discussions. We might drop that, right? We might drop an extended watch list of another 200 something names, right? Just to get them out there. We're not going to rank them, right? We're not going to rank them, but we are going to drop those names to be names to know, man. So, because everybody deserves to have their name called if they hooping in the state, and they deserve it, right? So we're going to do our best to do that, man. But also, man, the iBall Radio Junior Skills Camp registration is open right now.
Yes,
Make sure you go register. We had a couple to register today. It is going down September 21st, Spain Park High School, man. 1 p.m., 5 p.m. Show up. Make sure you hit up somebody. Hit up one of those coaches, man. I will repost that again either tonight or tomorrow, man. All of our partners that we are partnered with on this event, man, go use one of their promo codes, man. Go use one of the promo codes. Get that discount from them that goes straight to them, man, and show them an appreciation for letting you guys come in and do their thing, man. So salute to everybody who partnered with us, man. But if you haven't already, 4th grade through 6th grade, 2032 through 2034, if you've yet to register, go register right now for the iBall Radio Junior Skills Camp, September 21st at Spain Park High School, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. We are locked and loaded and ready to go, man. This is going to be something that these young kids have never seen before. Y'all know how we get down when we do our camps. So y'all need to go ahead and sign up, show up, and pop up on Sunday, September 21st, man, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. again at Spain Park High School. So, man, yeah, with all that being said, man, let's jump into it real quick, Breezy, because I know everybody we know what y'all came here for tonight, right? We know what y'all came here for, man. So let's jump into it, man. Let's talk about it. The iBall Radio 2026 lottery rankings dropped on today. It was some movement in there, Breezy, right? It was some movement in there because a lot of guys have left the state, you know what I mean? Which has opened the door for other guys to move up and get their names mentioned and be considered in that lottery ranking. So salute to them. But like I said, it was some minor movement, I'll say, from our last edition of the rankings to this edition. It was some minor movement. None really at the top though, right? But that's fine and dandy. We can go 1 through 14 and we'll talk about it. But man, what I really want to talk about, Breezy, is the star rating system, right? Let's jump in. Breezy has it up on the screen for y'all, man, so y'all can follow along as we talk about it.
And that scan goes straight to the article.
Scan goes straight to the article,
straight to the understanding.
Hey, man, go scan the QR code, right? Go scan the QR code that you see on the screen right now, man, because, like I say, you will be able to read the article, read along with us, and understand what came up, what was the criteria for the star rating system that we dropped on today. But yeah, man, so 1 through 14, man, and let's break this down real quick, Breezy, for the newbies that don't know, man. For the newbies that don't know, what consists of the iBall Radio lottery rankings, right? We came up with this system years ago, man. We started this system back in I think we started back in 2021, right? I think 2021 is the first time we started the lottery rankings, right? And let's break that down, man. The lottery rankings are, as y'all all know, and we've explained this before on the platform, is we mirror our rankings after the NBA draft, right? So if you're a hooper, I hope you know about the NBA draft, right? I hope it's something that you follow each and every year, right? But the NBA draft, man, the first 14 picks are considered lottery picks, meaning in the NBA is the 14 worst teams or somewhere around there, right? Depending on trades and all that type of stuff. But the first 14 worst teams in the NBA get a chance to be in the lottery. They get the lottery balls, blah, 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 right? All of that. So you understand that concept. We took that concept and like we do everything, we took that concept and we made that for the state of Alabama, right? So for the state of Alabama, the first 14 players we consider the lottery, right, are the first 14 picks of the NBA draft, are usually the first top 14 players in the draft. This is our rendition of that, man. The first 14 players are the top 14 players in the state of Alabama, according to iBall, and you're looking at them right now on the screen. So after that, 15 through 30, we consider the first round, right? 15 through 30, because it's 30 teams in NBA, it's 30 first round picks, it's 60 picks in the entire draft. So 14 through 30, 15 through 30, we consider the first round. 31 through 60 is considered the second round. 60 all the way down through 100, we consider free agency, right? So we call it the watch list. So that is how we break down the iBall Radio lottery rankings from 1 through 100, right? So this year, with all that being said, like I mentioned, we've been doing that for years, right? We were unique in that and giving our rankings something to watch for, right? Giving it something to talk about. So with that being said, this year we introduced the star rating system, right? And for years and years and years, we understand that one of the most hotbed topics when it comes to high school sports is the star rating system nationally, right? Are you a 5-star? Are you 4-star, 3-star, 2-star? How many stars do you have? And over the years, people have fought for them stars, right?
Yeah,
they have been extremely important because it really does determine your level of recruiting in a lot of instances, right? In a lot of instances, it does determine your level of recruiting.
Right, and that check.
I wasn't even gonna say that, Breezer, but I'm glad you did because
hey, it just came to me when you said what you said. Like, hey, that check gonna change too.
That check gonna change too. But Andrea Raleigh 5 says waiting on a 2028 class, Birmingham. We don't do it by city. We're gonna do the entire state, but 2028 is on the way. That 2028.
That's gonna be tough.
That's gonna be tough, bro.
Yeah.
Sheesh. I'm doing a 2027 right now. 2027 not that hard. It's kind of clear cut, right? It's probably one or two in there that's debatable, right? That for the most part, 2027 clear cut, right?
That's good because 28 gonna give you a time.
It's gonna give. That's a challenge, boy. Yeah. That 2028 is a headache. Challenge, man. Shout out Colin Warden in the building. What up, nephew?
What up?
Yeah, man. But yeah, that 2028 gonna be challenging. We got to get it out before the season starts.
Yeah, for sure.
So we working on it now, but because that 2027, like I said, we're gonna breeze through that. We'll probably have 2027 up next week. We'll have 2027 up next week. 2028, boy, we pushing on that. All right, we gotta get input from a lot of people, and it's coming in already. But back to the topic, man. The 2026 lottery rankings, man. So this year we were able to introduce our star rating system, right? And the criteria, just scan the QR code or go to iBall QR code on the screen right now. It'll take you to the article, or go to iBallRadio.com. Click on articles. I think it's the first article up, right? It's the first article up today. Click on it, read it, check it out, man. And it breaks down a lot of stuff. It gives a write-up on each and every one of these players that is mentioned. And also, it also gives another breakdown of the star rating system. Now, the article before that, if you go to the article before that, it's a free article. You can go, if you don't have your iBallRadio.com subscription, you can go to iBallRadio.com right now. Click on the second article. Click on the second article, and it gives the breakdown of the star rating system. What it means, what evaluators look for. It is a book of what the star rating system is. If you have any questions, just go click on that article. It's free for everybody, and it explains the star rating system to a T. Everything is there, right? From how we even got the scout grades, right? Because those scout grades, everybody you see right now, we will be dropping their scout grades in the coming days, right? We're going to drop that in the article, so you'll be able to find that on iBallRadio.com. But those scout grades are on the way to see who is what those 4-star, 5-stars, what their rating was, right? What's the difference between the last 5-star, which is MJ Jones, and the first 4-star, which is Tucker Wadsworth? Right? What's the point difference? What's the point difference between Gage Mayfield and Jackson Sheffield, right? All of those type things, right? We're gonna be dropping all that type of information coming up in the coming days. So stay on the lookout for that, because of course, when we drop our rankings, man, a lot of content comes out of those rankings, right? A lot of content comes out of those rankings. So we're going to be dropping out in the next coming days, our top point guards, our top wings, all of that type stuff will be coming out, man. So stay locked in. However, the star rating system, man, is something that I believe is going to bring a new outlook on rankings, right? Yeah, being ranked 1 through 100 means something, right? It's big, right?
There's a lot of kids.
It's a lot of kids, right? But I think it's 1 through 100 means something. However, I believe this star rating system is going to give evaluators, scouts, and college coaches a better depiction of that player, right? Because just because your number, just say 24, and some, well, you're number 26. The person ahead of you is 2 points ahead of you is 24. Y'all might be 1 point away in your scout grade, right? So that means you could easily be 24, right? Or he could so that's the interesting thing about it is it's going to give a deeper look by these scout grades and this star system to let these college coaches know, okay, I see the iBall radio got him ranked at 6, but let me see what iBall radio think of him, right? You can go read the article. Okay, this is what he thinks of him there. Let's go see his scout grade. Oh, okay. And let me pull that up real quick. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Because before I get into the ratings, I do want to talk about that, how we break down the criteria to even get to where we are right now, right? To get to it. Here it is. So I explained this on Monday. However, we do this on a 100-point scale, right? We get these scout grades and these star system off a 100-point grade. Here's how the 100-point grade is broken down. We call it the weighting formula, right? 30% is physical tools and measurables, right? Physical tools and measurables is 30% of the criteria when it comes to the star rating system. 25% is skill set, right? 20% is competition level and production. 15% is basketball IQ, and 10% is recruiting interest and offers. Now I got a DM today, right, from a player, and he was like, he trying to get an early look into the into the rankings, right?
Right.
To the top one. Hey man, mine in the top 100. And they were like, I got 3 JUCO offers, and I know that's good enough for a 3 to 4 star grade, right? That's with a question mark. That's a question he asked. So salute to him for going out and reading the article and understanding, hey, this is what it takes to get to a 3-star or 4-star, right? Actually going to read, which is a good thing. And then also, I had to explain to him that interest in offers in recruiting is only 10% of the criteria, right? It's only 10%. It is the lowest on the totem pole of the criteria for the star rating system, right? It doesn't mean as much because you got a lot of people that say, oh man, this kid got an offer from here, 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 and here. How you got this kid ranked above him and he going D1 and he only got JUCO? Bro, that don't matter. That's only 10% of the criteria, right? Because here's the thing about that type of thing of recruiting. That's all about the flavor, right? That's all about the taste. What taste does that program have? What taste does that coaching staff have, right? Just because you're rated higher don't mean that they're not looking for a point guard that's a 5'9" point guard. That might be what they're looking for. They might be looking for a 6'4" wing. They might be looking for a 6'7" post player that can play both. He might be lower down in the rankings than you are, right? But they're going to go get that player because that's what they need. So that's all about taste. That's why we put interest in offers, recruiting, lowest on the totem pole, right? Because that doesn't mean as much when you talk about evaluating a player because, like I say, it's the flavor of the month, babe. Whatever your taste is what you're going to recruit. However you set up your program, however you run your system, whatever best fits you is what you're going to do. So with that being said, it might be, like I say, it might be a kid rated lower that gets an opportunity somewhere else on a higher level than somebody rated higher than them. But that doesn't matter when it comes to the star rating system. That's only 10% of the criteria. So with that being said, man, that's how we break down to get our scout grades. Now, those scout grades are 95 to 100. 100 to a 95 is a 5-star player, right? It's a 5-star player. Power 5 offer, clear D1 talent, got some pro potential, right? 90 to 94 classifies you as a 4-star, right? That's you're a Division 1 recruit, low, mid to high major potential, right? That's so 3-star is 85 to 89. That's a D2 lock, high NAIA, D3 JUCO contributor, dependable college player. So let me stop right there for a second. Yes, I Antonio Hill, I agree. 2028 gonna be tough as heck. Leslie in the building. What up, though? Is this from what you've seen or video you've seen or people you talked to in the camp they attended, etc.? All of that is included, right? Everything is from what we see, is from who we talk to, and from all the hours and hours and hours of film that we watch. And of course, it matters a lot to get in front of us when you can.
Yeah, that always help.
Hey, look, those that were at that 90-something plus players that was at the iBall radio iBall TDB Elite Skills Camp on August 16th, yeah, they got preferential treatment. Know why? Because they were in front of us, right? People might not agree with it, but us as humans are prisoners of the moment, right? Right? Out of sight, out of mind. You can't listen. It's somebody in the 27 class that I already know people are going to go haywire about how I drop them in the rankings. But out of sight, out of mind. I can't rank what I don't see, right? I can't rank what I don't see. So it's on you to make sure, one, you're hooping, and two, you showing up where you need to show up at. And I can put a third one in there. If you can't show up, like I ain't saying everybody can come to camp, right? I ain't saying everybody can pay, everybody can't get around, all those type of things, right? But however, you got to play in some games that matter. If you can't get to camp, if you can't get in front of nobody, you got to play in some games that matter. And in that, all of that comes up to one thing: you got to hoop. So yes, that's how
definitely got to hoop.
Definitely got to hoop. So yeah, that's how we break down. Oh, did I finish? No. 80. I want to stop it at 3-star. That's what I was doing before I looked in the chat. So on the 3-star, right? We got on here a D2 NAIA D3 JUCO contributor, right? They can contribute on any of those levels. I'm not saying a 3-star cannot get a Division I offer or go D1. That is not what this system means, right? I just explained to you that somebody that's a 3-star could go D1 and a 4-star could go JUCO, or a 4-star can go NAIA, a 4-star can go D3, right? But a 3-star can go D1. That doesn't mean that 3-star is better than a 4-star. It's just a taste of the month, right? Or opportunity or fit. It's a lot of different things that go into that says that. So my thing is, a 3-star player in the state of Alabama, this part is what matters the most. A dependable college level player, right? If we got you ranked as a 3-star, understand that we think it's possible that you could play college basketball. That's what that means. If you're a 4-star, we're thinking, hey man, he has Division I potential and is all but a lock to play college basketball. A 5-star, you know what that is, right? So that's what I want people to understand is, just because we got you rated somewhere, understand that we think something about you, right? We think that you can play basketball on the next level. Will you get that opportunity? That's not for us to decide, right? It's only for us to say, hey, this is what we think. This is our opinion. And when we talk to college coaches, the college coaches ask us questions, that's exactly what we're going to tell them.
Right.
This is transparency to the fullest.
Right.
This is what we think of you, right? This is what we think of. This is what we're going to tell college coaches. That's why it's important to go get your iBallRadio.com subscription so you can read all this information.
That's for sure important.
It's important so you can read all this information, right? But so on a 2-star level, that's going to be an 80 to an 84 grade, a small college prospect, D3 NAIA JUCO developmental, meaning a low-level JUCO, NAIA, low-level NAIA, or D3 prospect, right? But don't think that we do got, see, and I want people to understand, y'all see how this crossover, right? D3 is a 3-star and D3 is a 2-star, right? So if we say you can play Division III basketball, boy, pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back. Don't go around here with your head hanging and your chin and your lower lip hanging down. Don't go down here like that, because being a 3-star is big business. Being a 2-star is big business. Now, can you work to get yourself up? Of course you need to. You better, if that's what you want to do. However, don't go around thinking that it's a knock that we said that about you, right? We still think that about you. But 80 and below is a local college walk-on PWO. That's a preferred walk-on developmental JUCO option, right? That means a JUCO might take a opportunity. But it's so many opportunities outside of NJCAA, NCAA, and NAIA, right? It's a bunch of other college basketball that you can go play. I forget all the acronyms. Now, don't kill me for that. It's a lot of acronyms out there,
right?
And but I forget the other acronyms, but they out there, like the NCSAA, something like that, right? So I just wanted, and here's something I didn't put on here, Breezy, because we don't do a lot of that here in Alabama, and that's prep school, post grad.
Okay,
right. So a post grad can be 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, doesn't matter, right? But we really didn't enter that criteria because we don't have any post-grad options in the state. If somebody goes post-grad, they're going outside the state.
They're going to Georgia.
They're going to Georgia. They're going to Florida. They're going to Louisiana. They're going to Missouri. They're going, yeah. So like they're going to go somewhere else. So that's we don't cross state lines, right? We don't cross state lines. So that's something different. But I will say this, man. These names that you see up on the screen right now, man, have earned the slots. Salute to them. And like I say, some of these scout grades are so close.
Of course, yeah, like 1 point.
1 point. Like it's 1 point here or there from one of our scouts. I'm just gonna throw a name. Coach Roger Davis, skills with Coach D, man. Shout out to him. He might have put somebody at a 25 skill set. I might have put him at a 22. That weighted out, came out. You feel what I'm saying? So, and that might be the criteria that gets you at 14 instead of 11. Right. But with that being said, man, let's go through this list real quick, dog. I will say this. Where do you want to start, Breeze? How you want to do this? You want to start from 1 and go through 14, or start 14 and work our way up to 1?
Go up.
Go up.
Go up to 1.
Go up to 1. All right, man. Let's start at the bottom, man. Number 14 on this list, Tucker Hyatt, 6'8", small forward from Hayden. Is a University of Alabama Huntsville commit, Division II commit already. Comes in as a 4-star. His scout grade will be out soon, man. But Tucker's one of those players. This is his second time. This is his second go around in the lottery, right? He was in the last edition of the lottery. I think he came in at 14. Might have came in at 13, right? But let me say this before I jump all the way into it, because I did say this. It was a little. I mentioned this earlier. It was a little wiggle in the rankings this year, in this edition, right? Not much at the top, because, and I'm glad you said start down low, because, bro, we know it's at the top, right? You know it's at the top. It's not a lot to explain, but yeah, man, Tucker Hyatt's a kid who had a real big summer on the circuit, on the UAA circuit with Pro 1. Got that Alabama Huntsville offer and end up committing, so that's big time for him. He slided perfect right here, I think, bro. Right, big 6'8" wing, can shoot it, can rebound. I'm gonna tell you what impressed me about Tucker Hyatt. He can rebound the basketball a lot better than I thought he could. Right, like he is a heck of a rebounder for his position, and he has great positional size. Right now, I would put him as a pick and pop 4, right? A pick and pop 4, a small ball big man, especially on that Division II level. You might be able to get away with some small ball with him playing the 4 and 5, right? If he wants to move out to the wing, he's gonna have to work on his lateral quickness, right? Gonna have to work on that lateral quickness, work on that explosiveness, work on that quick twitch motions, right? He's gonna have to work on those type of things if he wants to move out and become a permanent perimeter player. He's gonna have to work on. Got to get quicker. Just get more explosive, get faster, and that's something they're gonna do at UAH. You can bet on that. He's gonna get a lot bigger and faster and stronger once he gets to that college level. Coming in at number 13, man, Quay Lynch, Pinson Valley High School. Quay went dummy at the iBall TDB Elite Skills Camp. Picked up several offers. While at camp, which propelled him. He's a guy that's been inside the lottery rankings for last couple of editions, right? For the last couple of editions. So, like, he's fitting in.
Oh, yeah, Quay gonna get on there.
Quay gonna get on there. Like, he deserves it, bro, because I'm gonna tell you like this. He is one of the best shooters in the state.
Yeah, for sure.
From anywhere, off the dribble. I mean, he got parking lot range. He can really shoot the basketball. And a lot of those junior colleges around the state are starting to take notice, right? They're starting to take notice as he's picked up several offers. I think he picked up 2, maybe 3 offers out of camp on August 16th. So, yeah, Quay is fit perfect. Now, coming in at number 13, at number 12. This is his first time in the rankings.
Okay.
Caleb Carson.
Okay. Let's go.
6-foot point guard from Homewood. Bro, let me tell you something about Caleb Carson. This summer, he didn't come to camp. He didn't show up at camp. But I watched him several times this summer, right? Several times this summer. Bro, he was murking. He is so freaking explosive. He has one of the quickest first steps in the state, bar none, right? Like, he's one of those players that plays with great pace. And I say that because he's one that can go from slow to fast in one step. Like I'm here, bam, I'm gone.
Right.
And he can get to spots. He is very good at getting downhill. But what impressed me the most about him this summer, I didn't know he could shoot the ball like that. I didn't think he was much of a 3-point shooter. You can go back to some of my early evaluations of him, watching him, bro. He has really been in the gym working on that jump shot, right? Working on that jump shot. And I believe he's somebody, we got him slotted here at a 4-star, but I believe he's one of those kids that's going to slot to that low major Division I. I think he can get a low major Division I all the way up to a high major D2 or a high major JUCO, right? He fits anywhere in there. And now, here's the thing. That's a 4-star we're talking about that's going to be a high major D2 or a high major JUCO player, right? Like Devin Barksdale last year. If we go back and we got a suggestion to go back and do the 2025, Devin Barksdale is somebody who would have been Devin probably would have been close to a 5-star, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He would have been real close to a 5-star, right? Because like I said, it probably would have been my whole lottery probably would have been 5-star in last year's class, right? But that's somebody who went D2 as he's at AUM right now, right? So that college interest and offer is what I keep trying to drill home to y'all is it weighs, but it don't weigh that much, right? Like it's okay, but it ain't all that. So, but yeah, Caleb Carson is somebody who thoroughly impressed me over the summer, bro. I think he's going to be one of those guys that, like I say, he can garner some low major Division I, high major D2, or super high major panhandle style, Texas style junior college, right? I really do truly believe that. Coming in at number, where we at? 11, 6-foot point guard, 5'11". He'll be happy I called him 6 foot. Isaiah McClain, Minor High School, right? Zay is I really believe he's a low major Division I prospect. I'm gonna say it like this. I don't know why, and I saw Coach Sidney Ball yesterday, right, over at Faulkner University for the JUCO event.
There's some dogs over there.
There was some dogs over there. We need to talk. We need to talk about that a little bit too, because there was some dogs over there. We'll get to that. I'll run through this a little quicker so we can get to that. Remind me to mention that though, Breezy. I saw Coach Sidney Ball, assistant coach at Alabama State yesterday. I had a conversation with him over at Faulkner. And here's the thing about it. Isaiah McClain fits perfect at Alabama State. That's just my opinion. He just looks like a point guard that plays there, right? He looks like a point guard that would fit in. He has the leadership ability. He has the game. He can shoot it. He's cat quick. He has a high IQ, and he's just mature. He has a very, very mature game, right? And I just see him on that Division I level, and for some reason, bro, I just really see him at Alabama State.
Right.
Like if I had to,
I would, a Hornet.
I would push like ball, man.
Black and gold.
Off of that kid, man. Like, listen, they followed him around all summer.
Right.
They followed him all summer.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, man. Like, what's the holdup on pulling the trigger? Like, they're gonna end up pulling the trigger at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of basketball season. I'm like, if you're gonna offer him then, offer him now.
Right.
You know what I mean? At least you'll get him locked in, because he's probably Minor has the opportunity this year with Coach Hill and adding Royan Spears, with Carmelo Burrs, adding KJ, and with Isaiah. Bro, Minor's gonna be a problem, right? That's gonna be, they're in the same area with Homewood, if I'm not mistaken. That's gonna be a juggernaut of an area, right? And Isaiah McClain could easily lead Minor to win that area and push and make a deep run into the playoffs in Class 6A. That's possible. If that happens, Alabama State, and you're dragging your feet to offer him, you don't think nobody else gonna jump in there? You don't think Jacksonville State ain't gonna be watching? You don't think South Alabama gonna be watching?
They playing that game. They playing that waiting game.
They're playing that waiting game, and
I'm gonna see who throw an offer first.
That's a dangerous game to play. Now, Isaiah McClain picked up 2 or 3 offers out of camp from the iBall TDB Elite Skills Camp. He picked up a couple of JUCO offers out of there. So he's going to play next level. In my opinion, I think he's a low major Division I player. That's what I would think. Right. If you had to ask me, well, you are asking me because I just dropped it. He's a 4-star, which I think is a low major Division I offer. I mean, prospect.
It is.
Coming in at number 10, man, Jeremy Chapman. I mentioned him on Monday's show. Like, we don't mention him enough. Explosive shooting guard, 6'2", man, combo guard, shooting guard, can really fill it up, man. He is a walking bucket. And the thing about him, he scores in bunches. He could put together a scoring what's it? Barrage.
Wop, wop, wop.
Yeah, there it is, breathe that wop, wop. And boy, you know it, he done looked up, hit you for 8, 10, 12 points in a row. And remember, I told you I watched him at the UAB elite camp about a month or so ago. And I didn't know he was that damn explosive, right? Like, he getting up off that floor, and he's just not a warm-up dunker. He's a in-game dunker, right? He might he might turn the corner on you and just raise up, right? And in my opinion, that puts him. Will he play Division I basketball? I don't know. I can't really say. Do I think he's a Division I talent? Yes, obviously by the 4-star grade we gave him, right? We think he's a Division I talent. Will he play Division I basketball? I don't know, right? If I had to guess, if I just crystal ball, right? Crystal ball, I would say he will be a high major JUCO player, right? I think he's, and the reason I say that is because of the state of college basketball nowadays, right? We just had on Tuesday, we just interviewed Coach Kente Hart, associate head coach at Georgia Southern, right? And we had that exact conversation, and we're gonna be dropping that real soon on Coach's Corner on iBallRadio.com for our premium subscribers. We will have that episode up very, very soon. But we had a conversation with him, and we were just talking about the state of college basketball and how different programs recruit. At Georgia Southern, they really do still recruit high school players, right? And he says they have no problem with bringing in 4 to 5 high school players every year, right? And I want y'all to understand, when a school says we bringing in 4 to 5 high school players, y'all got to understand, if they retain their own players, they probably only got 4 or 5 scholarships to give out. So if they're willing to fill those 4 or 5 scholarships, those 4 or 5 roster spots with high school players, that lets you know that they recruit differently, right? They don't live in the transfer portal like most colleges do in today's climate. However, Jeremy Chapman falls into that category for me. I can't say, because the state of college basketball, they might, because he's a scorer, like that's what he does. So they might try to go get that somewhere else. He might have to go prove it 2 years on the JUCO level before he gets his division. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? You're still getting your year back. Kind of, I think it's 1 year, not 2. You'll get your year back, then they add the 5th. So you'll still have 3 to 4 years to play on the Division I level, right? And he's a qualifier, so it's not like he's not going to be able to leave after 1 year if he has a really good year, right? So I just think Jeremy Chapman is one of those guys who's going to get caught up in that, but he's definitely, of course, by our grade, a 4-star player and worthy of a Division I college scholarship. Next up is 6'7" small forward from Austin High School, Caden Ricks. Another guy has been in I think Caden has been in the lottery ranking since the inception of the 2026 class. Since the first time we ranked the 2026 class, I think his first ranking, he came in at number 11, if I'm not mistaken. And that was a couple years ago. I think that was in 2023 that we first dropped.
No, he good.
Yeah. He and he's developed over the years. He's a guy who a lot of coaches, that when I've talked to them about Caden Ricks, have asked me this question. What is he, coach? Right? What is he? Is he a wing? Is he a big? Mm-hmm. Like, what does he do? Right? Because he can shoot the basketball. He's a heck of a defender. His biggest upside is that he can guard multiple positions. Like in the article, when you go read the article on iBallRadio.com, I put in there, I said 2, 3, or 4. And somebody might look at me and say the 2. And when I say the 2, I'm not meaning he's a prototypical shooting guard that's going to be out there hitting you with 1-2 dribble pull-ups and hitting transition threes. Not saying he can't. That's probably not. But my point is, he can guard 1, 2, 3, or 4. So you can slot him in a big lineup. If you got a big lineup with a 6'9", 6'10", and a 6'8" on the floor, you can easily slot Caden Ricks in at the 2 at 6'7" to play alongside. And look how big you are across you know what I mean? Like, if you want to play a big lineup, he can play that wing position because he's able to guard. He's able to switch out, and he's athletic enough to play on the wing. I think he has enough ball skills to play on the wing, right? I got him listed as a small forward because I think that's what he is. I think he's a prototypical 3-and-D guy. He can make the corner 3. He can shoot the basketball from outside. He can guard multiple positions. And one thing about Caden that people they probably do know by now is bro, he's a heck of a rim protector. He will come meet you at the rim. He's not afraid to mix it up down low. So if you want to play small ball, you can play him as a small ball 4 or 5 because of his athletic ability, because of his defensive presence. You can play him at a small ball 4 or 5 on that high major JUCO level, right? So, or that low major Division I level. I think he looks great at a Southern or Northwestern State or Nickel State, right? I think that's perfect for a Caden Riggs. And all of those are Division I programs, right? All of them are Division I programs. So a Southland Conference type kid, right? I really think he could fit in at a school like that. Next on the list, bro, coming in at number 8, Jackson Gully. 6'7", small forward, Fairhope. Now, it was a lot of stuff circling around Jackson Gully over the summer, right? He ran with Team Thad. It was a lot of chatter around Jackson Gully. Listen, for those that don't know, he was supposed to leave, go to prep school in Memphis. Come to find out, he decided not to go. So he went back to Fairhope, and now he's at Fairhope, right? But it was a lot of buzz swirling around him because he was from all accounts, right? Allegedly, he was going to go play for the new Scholastic team in Memphis, the Nike Scholastic team. And he decided to come back to Fairhope. But he's a kid who also is, I don't really know how to say it. And the reason I say that is this. He is, I don't know if he shoots it well enough to play a full-time wing player, right? But I don't know if he's big enough to play a post player. So he's a true definition of a tweener, right? He's a 3-4, right? He's a 3-4. He's a hybrid, run the floor, rebound, guard multiple positions, knock down an open shot, put it on the floor once or twice. Now, to play that role, you got to turn your motor up to 1,000, right? To play that hybrid role, he has to turn his motor up to 1,000. I think he plays hard, but it's been times that I've seen him play that he hadn't played as hard as I would like to see him play all the time, right? I mean, consistently, 100%. So that's why we got him. Jackson Gully has top 5 potential. He could easily be a 5-star, right? He could easily be a 5-star, but it's just certain things in his scout grade that might knock him down 1 or 2 spots. But he is good enough, and I believe he's going to end up on that low to mid-major level. He's going Division I. No doubt about it. Like, if Jackson Gully doesn't go Division I would be completely shocked. Completely shocked. All these Division I programs, we got like one of the highest rated. We got like one of the most Division I programs in the state, in the country, right? So I really truly believe that Jackson Gully he's definitely gonna wind up D1, in my opinion. Now,
makes sense.
You know, it's other aspects to that, but when it comes to talent and recruiting and opportunity, I think he's gonna get that Division I opportunity. Like, other things are gonna have to come into play in that, but I really do truly believe that. Coming in at number 8, at number 7, our guy, bro, and this kid slipped a little bit in the draft. I mean, same thing in the lottery. He slipped a little bit, right? He had to sit in the green room a little longer than usual, right? Than expected, right? And that's 5'11" point guard from Dothan High School, Diggy Coleman, right? Diggy had a fairly good summer. I'm not gonna say Diggy had a great summer. He had a fairly good summer with Pro 1. Part of that was because he got hurt, right? And I always say, injuries shouldn't ever hurt you. You should never lose your position to injury, but it happens every day, right? It's unfortunate, but it happens every day. And Diggy breaking his finger, right before the first live period this summer.
That was bad timing.
It was horrible timing, right? And I felt so bad for him, but he came back strong as ever. The next time I saw him after he got healthy was when we saw him at the GBCA live period in Georgia, and he had 38 points in the game.
Right.
So he's well back to being full strength. But he didn't have the summer that we expected him to have on the circuit with Pro 1. Right? Because that injury, then he missed a lot of time, and then he didn't come back until the July live period, right? And then he ended up coming back and playing with Crimson Kings, right? And he went to one live period with Pro 1 and came back and was like, nah, man, I need more tick. I'm going to play with the Crimson Kings, and went and played on the radar and Three Stripes National with Crimson Kings and had very, very good outings, right? But he's somebody who slipped here, but super explosive, left-handed, and I would slot Diggy as a mid-major prospect. Right? I think a lot of people might look at me and be like, bro, that's just from what I see from him and his ability, his body, his IQ, his skill set, all of that is super high. Diggy is if we would have started the star rating system last edition of the 26 rankings, he would have been a 5-star. Right? But now, after the summer he had, right, 4 stars. And he's right there at 5, right? He's right there at 5. Like, I don't know what, I got to go look at it, but his scout grade, I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken, is somewhere around 93.
Yeah, it's all point. It's all like 1-2 points.
Yeah, it's like a 93.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points.
Yeah, no joke. I think it's like a 93, maybe even a 94, right? So he's, like I say, he's right there at 5-star status. Coming in at number 6, man, Tucker Wadsworth, Troy commit, 6'6", small forward, shooter, big body, right? Another Pro 1 kid, big body kid who, deserves that Troy's offers. But staying right there in the Wiregrass, that's one of those things that Troy did a good job of recruiting their area, right? They recruited their home base, right? He's right there in Enterprise. That's right up the road from Troy. You can't let that get out. And he's always wanted to play at Troy. I think Troy was his dream school. I remember we interviewed him last year. You did it, Breeze, if I ain't mistaken. When we did what were we calling them things? I don't think we ever released them.
We were sitting at the table.
Yeah, man. And we got one from, you did Devin Barksdale, we did him, we did like 10 players. What do we call those things? It was some Q&A. Remember the Q&As we did.
Oh, yeah.
And he told us I think he said his favorite musical artist was like Willie Nelson or something. You know what I'm saying? Like real,
right. Some off the wall stuff.
Yeah, real Wiregrass stuff, right? So, but yeah, he's one of those kids that it fits perfect at Troy, man. He's a Scott Cross type of guy. You know what I mean? Coming from that same Wiregrass area, can be one of those. What's your boy that played at Dothan a couple of years ago? That is balling out at Troy right now. Can't remember his name right now. Damn, I don't forget names. He was a top 5 player in the state. We had him ranked. Damn, I forget. Chat might hook me up. Hit me up, chat. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But so yeah, man, Tucker Wadsworth's gonna fit right in at Troy. A kid that played in a lot of big games with Enterprise. I think he won a state championship with Enterprise a couple years ago when they won it. Maybe not. I think he might have been young, but maybe not. Maybe not. Because shit. What you call it? The won 3 in a row. So at least been 3 years. Like Enterprise won the one right before Hoover went on their run. So I don't think he might not have been on that team. But or he might have been super young on that team. I don't know. But I would just say this, man. Yeah, like Tucker Wadsworth is a guy who he fits perfect right here. He is the first 4-star. So he's the highest rated 4-star player on this list, right? And now we get into the top 5. And inside the top 5 is where we have our 5-star players, right? These are guys we think are complete Division I locks, right? And coming in at number 5 is Milton MJ Jones, 5-star player, 6'5" wing from Fairfield. Bro, ran with JSI this summer. He has Tennessee Tech. He has, I think, 3 or 4 Division I offers already. Right? And more to come. After this year, he's going to get more. And the reason I say he's going to get more, because MJ has really expanded his game. For years and years, the conversation around MJ Jones was he's consistently played out of position. Everybody's like, man, when he was at Winona, he was playing alongside Jeff Duncan and forget the other kid name at the time. So it moved him down and he had to play the post, right? He transferred to Fairfield, and Coach Ford didn't have a lot of size. MJ kind of played that game, so boom, he played him at that post position, right? And over the years, as we projected him, we knew, bro, we was like, man, that's a guard. Like, he's gonna have to step out and play the wing position if he wants to get to a Division I level, right? Because he ain't gonna be able to play the post position at 6'5", 6'6" on a Division I level, right? It's just not it. Along with his athleticism, he got crazy athleticism, stupid bounce, right? But at that size, you're not gonna be able to play on, I don't care what level of Division I in the post. So he knew he had to expand his game out to the wing. And bro, I'm gonna tell you, you can tell he has worked his butt off because his handle has improved. His island work has improved. His ability to get downhill in one-on-one situations without turning his back to you, right? In the past, if you watch MJ, he was coming down, and when he got in ISO situations, he was turning his back to you and backing you down Magic Johnson style, because he's been able to overpower and play that physical game and score over the top of people. If you watch him now, I think he just put out a clip today on his Instagram page. Bro, he got island work, bag work, facing you, right? He can now isolate you out top or out on the wing and be able to take you off the dribble facing you, right? That's an improvement in his game, tremendously. And with that improvement, he has added the ability to pull up for that jump shot from 3. Shooting the basketball off the dribble from 3 is a major, I mean a major upgrade in his game, right? I believe that's the biggest upgrade in his game, is his ability to put the basketball on the floor 3, 4, 5, 6 times and still be able to get to that shot, step back, straight pull up, punch jab, whatever it may be. He has added all of those things to his bag, and he's able to shoot that basketball from the outside from 3. That's going to only up his stock. Totally up his stock. And that's why we have him as a 5-star player, because I believe he's a Division I lock. Now, will he play Division I basketball? I don't know. I don't know if that the offers are there, right? The offers are there. Will he end up taking? I don't know. But in my opinion, he's a Division I lock. And I think he has mid-major potential, if you ask me. I think he could easily go play at Tennessee Tech. I think he could easily go play at Jacksonville State. I think he could easily go play at South Alabama. He actually fits those type of programs, in my opinion. I think he fits a Troy, right? I like a hybrid combo wing player. Like, he could play listen, I got him listed as a wing, okay? I would almost tell you that MJ Jones is a shooting guard. I'm with the development of his game, I'm almost willing to go there. That MJ Jones can be listed as a shooting guard. The way he's improved. That's just my opinion. I really do truly believe that. But coming in at number 4, now this kid had the biggest jump out of anybody in the 2026 rankings. I'm gonna tell you like this, Breezy. In the first edition of the 2026 rankings, first time we ever ranked them, I think when they were coming out of the 9th grade, going into the 10th grade, we had Jacoby Sharp at number 14 in the rankings. And I remember I ranked him number 14, the last pick in the lottery. Somebody called me or DM'd me something back then, and I remember this vividly. And they was like, who is that? How he in the lottery? Like, I might be quoting that verbatim. I know that verbatim they said, who is that? Like, I'm like, you must not be watching, right?
No, you ain't watching.
And now here he is, a couple of years later, 2-3 years later, and he has done nothing but improve year after year after year after year, to the point where he is now already committed to UAB.
When you got it, you got it.
He is high mid-major, bro. He is committed to a high mid-major program on a Division I level before his senior year. That's a testament to how hard he has went from number 14 to number 4. He's went from a 4-star to a 5-star. If you want to know, can I work my way up to earn me some more stars? Yes, you can. Jacoby Sharp is the epitome of that. He went from 14 to 4, and now he's ranked number 4 in the state, and he's already committed to the University of Alabama, Birmingham. So salute to him, man. Big body guard is a prototypical 3, right? Now, what I do want to see Jacoby improve on, he got to improve on that bounce. Now, he bouncy, but playing that prototypical 2 guard, and I think AK, Andy Kennedy, head coach over at UAB, I think he's going to use him in that Tony kind of mold, right? He's bigger than Tony was. Tony, if you remember, guard from May Jemison ended up playing at UAB. Jacoby's bigger, and in my opinion, scores it better, right? Jacoby's good ass. I'm just gonna tell y'all, like he is really, really good. And I mean, the reason I'm so impressed with him because I know how much he's improved over the years. I've watched his incremental improvements over the years, right? And it all came together last year, and it really, really, really just gelled completely together this summer. Like you saw him this summer really eating up the circuit. He ate June up when they played at team camp with Gaston City. He ate that up. I mean, I remember I went and watched Gaston City at the GBCA Live. Bro, UAB, Troy, Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State, South Alabama, all of those schools, including more. Those are the Alabama schools that I saw right off. All of them were sitting courtside watching him play. They were following him throughout the gym all day long. And UAB pulled the trigger and he ended up committing. So salute to him, man, coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, man. And there's no movement here. Like, this is normal. This has been the top 3 for the last couple of editions, if I'm not mistaken, right? Coming in, now we had a little switch from the last one. The last edition was the first time that Jackson Sheffield jumped Jalen Alexander, right? But coming in number 3 is Jalen Alexander, point guard from Oxford, Belmont commit. Salute to him, mid-major program already locked in. That's why he deserves his 5 stars in his ranking. Top point guard in the state of Alabama, right? Top point guard in the class of 2026. He's been that way for a minute. Jalen Alexander before we lost all those guys, before Caleb Holt left, before Ladarius Gavan left, before Clyde Walters left, before Jay Green left, before all these players left, right? Before Coben Landrew left, Jalen Alexander was still ranked number 3. Like, he's always been the top point guard in the state for many years now in the class of 2026. So his improvement has been exactly what it should be, right? He's gotten better year after year after year, and it reigns supreme with that offer and commitment to Belmont. Shout out to Coach Karan Johnson, who go watch his interview on Coach's Corner on the iBallradio.com premium subscription. Go watch that interview, man. Very interesting interview. Great to see, man. He gave a bunch of great insight, and he even referenced Jalen a couple of times in the interview, man. So go check that out. But yeah, Jalen Alexander coming in at number 3. And number 2, Jackson Sheffield, big man from Hoover, Vanderbilt, Tennessee Tech, Loyola. Got a bunch of offers already on the table. We got Tennessee also, Mississippi State. He's going to be a high major Division I prospect.
He got them SEC.
Yeah, he going high major, right? Jackson Sheffield's going high major, which is why he has his 5 stars, which is well deserved. Big man. Listen, he is very improved. And like I tell you all the time, I love Jackson Sheffield because he got that nasty in him. Like, if he is a throwback, prototypical on the block big man. He ain't trying to step out and shoot threes. If he does, he can, but he ain't finna be doing that, right? He gonna be down that block, getting nasty on the paint, really, really making the game and doing all the dirty work for your team. And that's the one thing I love about him. Because if I'm gonna have me a throwback, prototypical big man, I need him to have a nasty streak. I need him to be willing to slap snot out your face, right? I need that out of my bigs, right? And Jackson Sheffield is that, man. That's why he comes in at number 2. And the coup de grace. Also, man, Jackson Sheffield ranked number 100 in the nation according to ESPN. So if you go read the criteria for a 5-star player, potentially nationally ranked, and Jackson Sheffield is nationally ranked, coming in at number 100 in the ESPN top 100. And the coup de grace, the number 1 player in the state of Alabama in the class of 2026, and it's been that way for a minute. The one and only Gage Mayfield, Hale County High School, 6'8", do-it-all wing from Pro 1. Bro, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Florida State, all the big boys, right? He just came back from an official visit to at Vanderbilt. He went on an official visit at Tennessee. He went on an official visit to Florida State. I think he got another official visit coming up somewhere else. Bro, the top 50 player in the country, according to ESPN, man, Gage Mayfield, do it all, man. He is like some will say, I got him listed as a wing, right? Some will say, now on that high major level, I don't know. Right? I don't know if we're talking that, and that's where he's going to end up. He's going to end up on the super high major level. I don't know if he can play the 2 on that level, right? But I for sure think I'm gonna tell you who would be a good comp to me if you ask me a good comp for Gage Mayfield. Brandon Miller. Do-it-all player that played 1 year, one and done at Alabama, ended up going number 2 in the NBA draft, and now is a standout player for the Charlotte Hornets. That would be a comp, in my opinion, for Gage Mayfield. I think Gage Mayfield could be the next Brandon Miller. That's why I don't know why Alabama. Now, I understand why Alabama isn't recruiting him, because they just signed 2 players that are just like, they just signed Chris Washington, who, in my opinion, all year long on the national level, the national debates was Gage Mayfield or Chris Washington, because both of them played on the UAA circuit, on the Under Armour circuit, right? And all year long, I think they got Chris ranked at like 26, 27. I think they got Gage at like 56, 58, something like that. But the debate was, because I had this debate because I was asked when they were going into the rankings about these 2. How would I put Gage Mayfield? And in my opinion, they do a lot of the same stuff, but I think Gage has a better handle than Chris Washington. That's just my opinion. I think if it's apples to oranges, it's choosing straws, right? You know what I mean? But if you were to ask me, I think Gage has a better handle. So that's why I showed Gage this. I showed this to Gage's dad. I showed it to his mom. I showed it to him. That's why I said I thought he was top 25 in the country. When I was asked, they were like, "Where do you think he is when it comes to top 25?" Right? They was like, and that's when the Chris Washington debate started. But I said all that to say that Alabama Chris Washington just last weekend committed to Alabama. He went on his official visit, and when he left his official visit, he committed to Alabama. Now, this weekend coming up, I got Caleb Holt is on his official visit to Alabama this upcoming weekend. And it's a lot of people who are thinking that Nate Oates has a chance, because Nate Oates is on fire. He just signed 2 4-stars, national 4-stars, right? Who took their visits last weekend, and both of them left there with a commitment. And he has 3 5-stars. It's 3 5-stars going on their visit this weekend in Tuscaloosa. And people are really thinking that they got a chance to land Caleb Holt. If you would have asked me, I told you a year ago, my crystal ball Caleb Holt was Auburn. I don't even know if Auburn even is still in his tops. I hadn't seen a official visit slated for Auburn. Now, it could easily be slated, just hadn't been announced, right? But we seen him at Kentucky. We seen him at Louisville. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have said he was going to Auburn. But from people I've talked to, they really, truly believe he has a chance to sign with Alabama. Does he fit the Alabama style, in my opinion? I don't know. If they're bringing him in to play point guard, maybe, right? But he's so good, he can adapt to any style, right? But if you would have asked me, I would say Kentucky. But I digress. Gage Mayfield, number 1 player, state of Alabama. If you were to ask me my crystal ball on Gage Mayfield, and I had this conversation with a couple people, that Vanderbilt looked interesting, right? Vanderbilt looked interesting. It looked like he had a really good time. I talked to him while he was at Florida State. I know he had a good time there, right? But for some reason, I'm leaning towards Tennessee. No inside information. This is just my crystal ball, my prediction. I'm leaning towards Tennessee. But I think Vanderbilt made a push, dog. I think Vandy made a real heavy push for Gage Mayfield. But here's the other thing, bro. They made a hard push for Jackson Sheffield also, because Jackson Sheffield is also taking his official visit to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt could possibly land the number 1 and number 2 player in the state of Alabama. Tennessee could also, because I think Jackson Sheffield, if he hasn't taken his official, I know he got the offer, should be probably taking his official visit to Tennessee if he hasn't already. But the state of Tennessee, either Vanderbilt or the University of Tennessee, could land the number 1 and number 2 players in state Alabama. Very well could be the case. So there it is, man. That's our
there it is.
iBall Radio 2026 lottery rankings, man. All 14 players. Broke it down for you, man. Go read the article, man. The QR code is up on the screen. Scan that QR code. It takes you directly to iBallRadio.com so you can read this breakdown article. Also, go read the article before that, man. That's a free article on iBallRadio.com, and it's breaking down the criteria of the star rating system, man. If you want to know how the star rating system works, why do you see these gold stars next to these players' names, and how did we come about getting those players to get those gold stars, go read that article right now, iBallRadio.com, man, the star rating system breakdown, and it gives you all of that information, man. But with that being said, Breezy, real quick, man, because like I say, you mentioned it, and I did want to talk about it real quick.
JUCOs.
Yeah, man, we were able to go over to yesterday.
Oh my Lord.
Hey, Breezy came in here. Breezy was like, hold on, man. Hold up.
How many seats on the
how many players they got on each team?
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, now 15 per, baby. There's gonna be 15 bodies on them JUCO teams.
You really got to put in work.
You got to put in some work. So, man, like you say, man, we were able to go over to the JUCO event yesterday at Faulkner University, man. It was over 70 coaches in the building. Over 70 coaches were in the building yesterday for that JUCO event. And here's the thing that was different about this JUCO event. Usually when you go to a JUCO event, man, you'll have Bishop playing Wallace Selma, right? And they'll play a game, whatever, under some referees, whoop-de-whoop, right? And they'll just do that all day. But they had something different this time, bro. No games were played against each other. I mean, against separate teams. They ran this like a practice.
Right, against each other.
Against each other. So they allowed these teams to come in, and each team got an hour slot to practice. That's so interesting to me. They got an hour to come practice. So coaches came in and ran a 1 hour practice in front of coaches. So not only were they displaying their players to these college coaches, but a lot of these college coaches were displaying themselves to the higher level of college coaches. Because in my opinion, if you're in this game and you're not trying to elevate and move up, whether that be player, evaluator, scout, media member, coach, whatever it may be, if you're not trying to elevate yourself throughout the game, I don't know what you're doing it for.
At all.
You're doing it for no reason. Nobody does something to stay in the same position, right? You always want to get better. You always want to evolve. So that was an interesting atmosphere, bro. I really liked it, to be honest with you. I kudos to Faulkner, man, for changing. Y'all know we all for change. That's why we started the star rating system. That's why we got the lottery. That's why we do our skills camps, right? We're always trying to raise the bar and do something different to keep it innovative, keep it new, and keep the conversation going and moving. But man, I was thoroughly impressed with how the event was ran. They had the paperwork for us, so I had all the rosters and the names. The teams came in, and the players actually had on jerseys with their numbers on it, which was actually the numbers in the program, so you can know who the kid was. And the good thing about it, man, I enjoyed seeing all of the players from the state of Alabama that we scouted for years and years and years, now on the college level. I saw my boy Dakarion Bryant, DK, over there playing in Snead State, right? I can go name for name. Carson Muse playing at Calhoun, Javion Poindexter playing at Calhoun. Bro, I can go so many. Reader from Florence playing at Calhoun. Like my boy what's my boy name? I hadn't seen him in like years, and he popped up on a JUCO, and his name just slipped my mind. But I'm gonna say it was interesting to see. But what I took from that, Breezy, and you could take the rankings thing down. What I took from that, bro, from that event yesterday, and you said this. I want y'all to understand why these rankings are so important, and this star rating system is so important, and why it makes so much sense, and why it's so much transparency involved. Bro, they be playing so damn hard.
That shit, it matter.
It mattered, don't it? Like, they were out there. Breezy, you said it about 3 or 4 times. You like, boy, this a dog world out here.
Yeah, it is.
Like
they out here hooping.
They out there grinding.
It's fast.
It's fast. You can tell they're hungry. Every player out there is still trying to elevate. Right? Every player out there was trying to impress a college coach to get their next situation, to get their next opportunity. And every college coach was in there trying to get their player the next opportunity.
Yeah, it looked that way.
It looked that way, didn't it?
Like from high school to that's different.
That's why I'm trying to tell these high school. Bro, you think, I just go play JUCO. No, you won't.
You be on a.
You can't play there. Like I saw my boy Luke Mosley from Muscle Shows. Shout out Luke Mosley, running the point over there at Calhoun. Bro, he was playing so damn hard.
Yeah, that's like street ball.
Come on, man. You better listen. I played junior college basketball. I know that atmosphere. I know how tough it is. And bro, if you ain't built for it, you're not gonna make it. You gotta have tough skin, and you really gotta be a dog to play on that JUCO level. And it was interesting to see yesterday, man. I really, really enjoyed it. So shout out to all the programs that participated, man. Got to talk to a lot of those college coaches. Gonna have some of them on for the show. Right? We got some coaches' corners lined up. So it was a very productive stop for me and Breezy on yesterday, going over there to check that out, man. But with that being said, man, we're gonna wrap this thing up for the night. Breezy, run the music. Just get up out of here. I knew you weren't even ready. You weren't even expecting that. But there it is, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight right here on the iBall Radio live call-in show right here on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. You can also stream us live on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. And make sure you go follow our X account. That's the old Twitter at iBall Radio. You can follow my personal Twitter at Coach_iBall. But hey, listen, man, the iBall Radio Junior Skills Camp is open registration right now. 4th grade through 6th grade, 2032 through 2034. Sign up right now. Episode 100, man. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to all the people that rock out with us each and every week right here, man. Thank y'all, man, for hanging out with us for 100 episodes right here on the live. We're about 300 episodes in, man, so salute to everybody. Salute to the ones who've been there since the beginning.
Yeah, for sure.
Salute to y'all, man. For the new ones who just getting on board, man, thank y'all for getting on board. We hope y'all here for a very long time. But since you're on board now, since you're on the train, you can't be on here by yourself. Tell a friend, and tell another friend to come rock out with iBall Radio and the iBall Radio crew. Breezy, D-Will, my boy Chill Will, he ain't here today, but y'all already know, man, he's still locked in with us, man. So be on the lookout. iBall Radio Games of the Week programs. Our schedule is getting packed. We are already got deposits that are coming in, locking in these dates. If you want us to come do an iBall Radio Game of the Week, you need to hit me right now. A couple of y'all coaches, I didn't reach out to y'all. Y'all ain't got back to me. I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not finna take just a beat-up game just to come in there and do your game. So you better get locked in with a good game. So you better lock your date in right now. Deposits are coming in. If you want an iBall Radio Game of the Week, hit me up. Hit up Breezy. Hit up the email info@iBallRadio.com. You can hit the DM, man, but make sure you get with us before the schedule is packed. We got some dates in November. We got some dates in January. December is just about all gone. All right. So I advise you, if you want us to do it, we're going to turn y'all up. Y'all know how we do. Lock in with us for the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Yes, sir. And the iBall Radio Top 100 rankings should be dropping on tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. So make sure you go get your iBallRadio.com subscription, whether it be standard or premium. Be on the lookout for that. We got Coach Kente Hart from Georgia Southern dropping real soon on Coach's Corner. With that being said, man, Breezy, holla at these folks.
Hey, man, it's your boy Breezy, and it ain't easy.
It ain't easy, man. Y'all already know. They call me Coach because I teach you how to ball. Until next week, we out of here. Peace. Long live Hero.
For sure.